Any fool can be happy. It takes a man with a real heart to make beauty out of the stuff that makes us weep. I don't want my pain and struggle to make me a victim. I want my battle to make me someone else's hero. I fight for my health every day in ways that most people don't understand. I'm not lazy. I'm a warrior. I've learned that everything happens for a reason, every event has a why, and all adversity teaches us a lesson. Never regret your past. Accept it as the teacher that it is. You can't calm the storm, so stop trying. What you can do is calm yourself. The storm will pass. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside of you that is greater than any obstacle. Courage does not always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. Hope begins in the dark, the stubborn hope that if you just show up and try to do the right thing, the dawn will come. You wait and watch and work, you don't give up. I believe we must press on while giving ourselves permission to feel disheartened at times. Living with chronic diseases is hard enough, there's no need to pressure ourselves to be strong all the time. It's not an easy situation, so it's okay to feel overwhelmed. I don't measure a man's success by how high he climbs but by how high he bounces when he hits bottom. I often say now I don't have any choice whether I have Parkinson's, but surrounding that non-choice is a million other choices that I can make. I will love the light for it shows me the way, yet I will endure the darkness for it shows me the stars. If opening your eyes, or getting out of bed, or holding a spoon, or combing your hair is the daunting Mount Everest you climb today, that is okay. If you can't fly then run, if you can't run then walk, if you can't walk then crawl, but whatever you do you have to keep moving forward. Live to inspire, and one day people will say, because of you, I didn't give up. Look at a stonecutter hammering away at his rock, perhaps 100 times without as much as a crack showing in it. Yet at the 101st blow, it will split in two, and I know it was not the last blow that did it, but all that had gone before. Maybe life isn't about avoiding the bruises. Maybe it's about collecting the scars to prove that we showed up for it. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. Nothing is more beautiful than a real smile that has struggled through tears. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls, the most massive characters are seared with scars. Promise me you'll always remember, you're braver than you believe and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Sometimes you will be in control of your illness and other times you'll sink into despair, and that's okay. Freak out, forgive yourself, and try again tomorrow. That is what chronic illness is. A disconnect between what our souls can do and what our bodies can do. The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have. The question is not how to get cured, but how to live. The reason why people give up so fast is that they tend to look at how far they still have to go, instead of how far they have gotten. The secret of life, though, is to fall 7 times and to get up 8 times. The strongest people I've met have not been given an easier life. They've learned to create strength and happiness from dark places. They tried to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds. Those who have a why to live can bear with almost any how. Upon getting up each morning, we can reflect on how we can't be certain if the day will unfold as we think it will, and then resolve to greet it nonetheless with curiosity and wisdom. Greeting the day with curiosity means being interested in what each moment has to offer. And greeting it with wisdom means not turning away in aversion from our experience, even if it's unpleasant and even if it's not what we had hoped for. We are stronger in the places we have been broken. We must accept finite disappointment but never lose infinite hope. You can change your brain. This is not wishful thinking, it is science, and we know people can do it even in the most difficult times when pain is at its most severe. You either get bitter or you get better. It's that simple. You either take what has been dealt with you and allow it to make you a better person, or you allow it to tear you down. The choice does not belong to fate, it belongs to you. You just do it. You force yourself to get up. You force yourself to put one foot before the other and you refuse to let it get to you. You fight. You cry. Then you go about the business of living. That's how I've done it. There's no other way. You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. Try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud. Do not complain. Make every effort to change things you do not like. If you cannot make a change, change the way you have been thinking. You might find a new solution. And once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what this storm's all about. Courage is being scared to death and saddling up anyway. It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. The hard is what makes it great. Maybe the truth was, it shouldn't be so easy to be amazing. Then everything would be. It's the things you fight for and struggle with before earning that have the greatest worth. When something's difficult to come by, you'll do that much more to make sure it's even harder if not impossible to lose. My strength did not come from lifting weights. My strength came from lifting myself when I was knocked down. Some people think that to be strong is to never feel pain. In reality, the strongest people are the ones who feel it, understand it, and accept it. Sometimes it's only when we lose everything that we can do anything. Sometimes the worst thing that happens to you, the thing you think you can't survive, is the thing that makes you better than you ever used to be. Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. The further you go, the more you have to be proud of. At the same time, in order to come a long way, you have to be behind, to begin with. In the end, though, maybe it's not how you reach a place that matters. Just that you get there at all. The strongest people are not those who show strength in front of us, but those who win battles we know nothing about. The victim inside us all ceases when we stand up in opposition to that which oppresses or intimidates us. Something powerfully intrinsic happens when the courage to no longer be silent awakens within us, and we are compelled to confront our problems rather than cower to them. The things that torment us thrive on our hushed fears and insecurities, and they are made powerless by a resilient voice, an inner voice that says, "No more." The world breaks everyone, and afterward, some are strong at the broken places. There are so many people out there who will tell you that you can't. What you've got to do is turn around and say, "Watch me." Things didn't work out because, well, greater things were in the works. It's so difficult while we're blind and hurting and don't know which way is up. But, if you have faith in anything, have faith in the fact that the universe has a beautiful way of straightening things out far better than we ever could. You may not see it today or tomorrow, but you will look back in a few years and be absolutely perplexed and awed by how every little thing added up and brought you somewhere wonderful or where you always wanted to be. You will be grateful that things didn't work out the way you once wanted them to. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Wisdom means to choose now what will make sense later. I am learning every day to allow the space between where I am and where I want to be, to inspire me, and not terrify me. You are not defeated when you lose. You are defeated when you quit. You are strong when you know your weaknesses. You are beautiful when you appreciate your flaws. You are wise when you learn from your mistakes. You can't go through life allowing pain to dictate how you behave. It's easy to sit here in your bedroom and wallow in your hurt feelings. It's hard to rise above it. You wake up every morning to fight the same demons that left you so tired the night before, and that, my love, is bravery.